You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Never here from Drake Wing Gaming. It's Sunday on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with another Let's Play episode of Sylving Reforged. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Wait, where are we going? The smithy is right there. That's the store entrance. We're going to the smithy in the back. Shouldn't we go through the store and talk to the owner first? It'll be fine. I know them personally. Agnarr takes the lead and opens the door for me before entering the old house. Looking around, I see all sorts of tools and furniture taking up most of the space in the room. There's a few swords and shields on the walls, a giant fireplace takes up the whole corner of the room, and a big anvil is placed in the middle of it all. The air inside smells heavily of oil, metal, and leather. A bit musty to boot, not to mention how overbearingly hot it is here. There's a shuffling, followed by a hinge creaking and the voice of someone muttering as they approach. Swear if Paul tells me to fuck off one more time. Out from the back room comes a short grey rabbit with strong arms and hips. Agnarr, back so soon? It's only been a few hours. Hey, Jacob. I'm sorry if we've come at a bad time. We? Oh! Sorry, I didn't see you there. You must be the new lion everyone's been talking about. I chuckle half-heartedly. Yeah, that's me. This is Lord Aaron Sondre. He's a recent arrival in the village and will be staying a while. The rabbit's nose twitches again as he assesses me with renewed interest. So, you're really a noble? He is, but the family name doesn't go far. He's from Shallenhof and claims he's traveling to make his own fortune. I'm close to correcting him that I would rather find my way back home, but I keep my mouth shut. I'm not sure if fortune's what I'm looking for. Am I supposed to dig for gold or something? I really don't like impersonating a noble, with no clue what to do with a title like that. Right, Lord Aaron? He gives me a discreet nudge to bring me back into the conversation. Oh, right, I'm a noble. It's nice meeting you. I reach out my hand for a handshake. He wipes his hands on his apron the best he can before accepting it. His hand is soft and warm, but the grip is firm. Name's Jacob. I'm the blacksmith on this side of the village. We forge and sell weapons, shields, and tools, all in great quality. We? Yeah, me and Paul. Must say, never thought I'd get a noble in our smithy. That's a first for me. We both let go of the handshake. It has left my hand with traces of black soot lingering between my hairy fingers and pink beams. Must have been to Soren many times. But it's as good as everyone who's been there says it is. Someday I'll get there myself when I get a heavy bag of coin. I know you'll get your chance one day soon, Jacob. Your craftsmanship is second to none. People already speak highly of your work. You're bound to have a noble take notice of you. I'd like to hope so. Always been my dream to go there. When I finally get enough coin, I'll have my own smithy in the heart of Soren. It's only so long my old man can keep me here, collecting dust in this village for the rest of my life. Don't be like that, Jacob. You're quite lucky to be living here. It has everything one could need, and I've seen my share of villages that it's only half as good as this one here. You can always make your own smithy right here, and it'll be even greater than this one. Nobles will come from far and wide just to look at the amazing work you do by the forge. Maybe. If only the old man gave me more coin for working for him. It's slow to fill up my pockets. Told him several times to make something more than the same old tools and weapons, but he won't listen. People come here to buy what they want. Your stuff ain't selling. He keeps telling me, and all the customers say the same thing. Prepare this, make that one just like the old one. No need to change what works just fine. It sounds awful. I don't think I could make the same thing over and over again without getting sick of it. Exactly, I'm sick of it. Seen merchants bring all sorts of crafts I've never seen round here. Gears and weapons with fine engraved details. Unique tools for different needs, the works. But Paul won't let me use his tools and materials to try my hand at things I know nothing about. Just wish he had more faith in me. Agnarr walks up to the rabbit, placing a hand on his shoulder. Don't be so hard on yourself. I've seen what you can make, and you'll make a name for yourself that'll be well known far and wide. You'll get there one day soon. I know it. Jacob grabs his big ear hanging over his shoulder and rubs it for a while. It seems to slowly calm him down. Sorry, just tired of dealing with my paw and all them customers lately. And you're right, Agnarr. I'll get there someday. Should focus on what I can make here before taking the big leap in Soren. Might not be so lucky as to find work on the first day. Maybe luck will strike soon. Bound to find someone who'd pay a hefty bag of coins for some good gear for the hunt. That's right, your gear. Almost forgot. The rabbit makes his way to the table with all sorts of things scattered on it, with Agnar's armor on top and his sword standing in its sheath next to it. Or some dents and nicks to fix on your broadsword, but it should all be balanced out neatly. The wolf picks his sword up, unsheathing it, and holds it up close to his snout before waving it carefully away from us. How does it feel? Agnarr keeps testing the weight, waving it up and down. Great. It's as good as the day I first bought it. You always know how to hone the blade. Jacob shows a big grin on his face as his chest puffs with pride. Thank you for making time to repair them already, Jacob. I know how busy you must be with more customers these days. Anything for the best wolf I know. How much do I owe you? 20 crowers should be good. Only 20 again? Jacob, that's too low. It should be at least 45 crower. Found little damage in your armor, so there won't be much to fix this. Spent more time fixing your sword before opening shop. And I've repaired your sword so many times already, I can fix it in my sleep. Took me no time at all. The wolf's shoulders deflate, with his tail hanging low as he shoots a worried look at Jacob. Don't give me that look, Agnarr. Discount is only for my close friends, and you're the closest one I got. I can't do that. You're hardly getting coin from your old man. Jacob closes his eyes with a strained smile. This is probably not the first time they've had this discussion. I bought some baked goods from Ragenfrid. Plus the 20 crowers. Should be a fair bargain. I've been spending time by the forge and store all day. I can't think straight anymore. I miss tasting the sweet pies and buttery cakes. When the day's finally over, her bakery's already closed. The wolf gives a moment to think before a smile slowly forms on his face. You do love those baked goods, and I don't want you to go hungry all day. Your lifesaver, Agnarr. It'll save me some time and money if you do it for me. Just bring a big loaf and that small Yordbear cake here tomorrow noon, and I'll take those 20 off you. I swear, if her bacon didn't taste so gosh darn good, I wouldn't have lost so much coin. I think all those coins found their way back to you right here. Agnarr lowers himself and taps at the rabbit's hip with a sly grin, while Jacob's face turns bright red. He whacks the big wolf on his shoulder, but he's barely budged. You ass! They both share a chuckle, and Jacob's cheek turns back to its natural gray color. That reminds me, I had an apple pie this morning. It was so good. Was that the same bakery you got it from, Agnarr? Apple? Never heard of a pie like that before. Oh crap, they don't have apples here? He means Elpe pie. I thought something sweet would improve his mood by having him rest in the house. Right. I meant Elpe. We just say it a little differently where I come from. Don't worry about it. Heard customers say some words in lots of funny ways. The rabbit smiles, letting me feel more at ease. Guess the mistake was too small to rouse any suspicion. Agnarr opens his pouch, digging through the coins inside. Here's the 20 crower. I'll come by tomorrow and bring you the bread and cake. 50 crower. Another rabbit comes in through the doorway, having a mix of gray and brown fur colors. The older rabbit has the same height and a similar build, but looks far from happy to see us. Wolf. Soren. Pa, you said you wanted to deal with customers. Why are you here? Running low on weapons. Gotta get 'em. The rabbit pulls a few different swords out of the barrel before picking a couple of axes from the wall. You finished that hyena's scabbard? His order's not due for another few days, so I put it off till tomorrow. Just came and said he wants it done by sunrise. Take these with you to the shop. Gotta stay here and finish that scabbard. Just stop your jabbering with the wolf. But now. Jacob walks out the room in a huff, with his arms full of weapons, muttering to himself. Soren approaches the big wolf and opens his palm. 50. Agnarr inhales sharply through his nose, a fierce tension in his arms, but he says nothing as the two stare daggers at each other. Finally, Agnarr just lets out a frustrated sigh and reaches into his pouch, digging out a few silver coins. Here. Soren accepts the payment and pockets the money in his apron. You're lucky your order got done. Don't want any tools to be used for that cheap sword of yours and waste my son's time fixing it. How about getting yourself a real sword before that old thing breaks? I'm satisfied with the one I have. Even swords get rusty, you dumb mutt. What a dick. Crap, that slipped out. The rabbit's nose scrunches a bit as he finally takes notice of me. So you're that twitchy little out-of-townie everyone can't shut up about. He looks me up and down, seemingly unimpressed by what he's seeing. Much stressed up, are you? Son of a Thane, I suppose. Nothing but a low-born wannabe spunk. Agnarr takes a step towards Soren, towering over him with a low growl. The rabbit is completely unfazed by the wolf's warning glare. Instead, he keeps his focus locked on me. Don't care what it's like where you're from. Here, lions don't butcher their manes. I reach behind my ears to feel my mohawk-like hair. I guess lions usually have more fur around their heads, but it's not like I can do anything about it. It just came out like this. Ain't you gonna go that? Ain't gonna go do that manner and kiss up to our rich fox family? Watch it, Soren. He's still a noble and is a guest under Vetskogen. Cram it, Wolf. You're just this lowborn's guardian whore for the week. Agnarr stands firm and starts growling loudly as he bares his teeth as a warning. Now get! Me and my son got work to do. The wolf stares at the grumpy rabbit for a while, but decides to stay silent. He presses a hand to my back and leads me straight out the door. Back on the street, the wolf lets out a long sigh of exhaustion. I share that sentiment, having to deal with that guy in a burning hot room. That's one grumpy rabbit. I barely spoke to him, but I'm exhausted. I'm sorry, Aaron. I was hoping that he would be too busy at the store during our visit. Don't take what he said personally. He's like that with everyone. Yeah, that rabbit has a stick too far up his own ass. Pretty much. But Jacob seemed like a nice guy. I like him. He must really love working as a blacksmith, with how much he talked about it. He really does love his trade. Puts his pride in what he makes by the forge. Sometimes shows me a few things he made in secret from his old man. Jacob's a big dreamer. Always hard at work. Even when his dad keeps telling him no, it doesn't stop him from wanting to make it his own. That must be a big step to take. He does seem like the kind of guy who always gives his all. It's one of the traits I've always admired in him. I hope his dreams come true. Someone working so hard deserves it. Yeah, he does. Agnarr smiles, but it's a weak one. There's an undeniable hint of sadness underneath. You did great today, Aaron. For your first true day here, it couldn't have gone better. Now that you've made yourself a little more familiar to the village, we must discuss how to work on your coordination. I raise a brow. Thought I was walking well enough today. I haven't had any trouble keeping my balance. Is it really all that bad? It's better than your first day, but you're still pretty awkward. You're a noble, so you need to hold yourself well when you walk. My confidence strains a little hearing that, but he's right. It'd be impossible to adapt to all this in just one day. Tomorrow we'll head out to the training grounds to help you improve your posture. Training ground? I'm gonna get trained by a woven warrior? That sounds cool as hell! I wonder what sort of training he'll put me through. Will there be combat training? An obstacle course? Secret lion techniques? The idea's pretty exciting, and maybe being a lion has given me some superhuman strength and agility. I'm curious to what sort of training he's planned for me. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!